On to Vivian Richards. Oh, and there's a lovely drive through the covers by Richards. She's just ambling up the wicket, anticipating the goes for 4 runs.
Fourth over, 1 for 5 before this. That's out. Given out right before. This Churchill and Lily coming down the wicket and appealing and getting the wicket of Richards. And Lily is struck again. It's 2 for 4.
Rodney Hogg. Goodness me.
Greg Chappell. Pretty useful medium pace. That's a little gift, the first ball.
And that's ball in round his legs. He's got to the sweep and up. Attempted sweep by Desmond Haynes. Missed it and bowled it round his legs.
Haynes putting his front foot right so far across there. You can see that he leaves his leg stump open and down it goes.
Catch! Oh, that went straight through his hands from Clive Lloyd. He hit it pretty hard. It wasn't easy to take on for Alan Border, but it could so easily have been a wicket.
Lloyd really drives the ball very hard, straight back at the bowler, and get a good example of that.
And he hasn't got it. He's out for the ball. For 49.
Turan looking to hit that one straight down the ground. Not quite getting to the pitch of it. You see Border delivering it from wide out. Turan coming down the wicket. Pulling it back, head high, and a good catch from Alan Border.
Border to Lloyd is out, caught behind. Lloyd goes. Border's third wicket. Marsh jubilant there, taking the catch. And Lloyd is out for 16. The West Indies now 5 for 117 and in some trouble.
Alan Border in his 7th over now has 3 for 20, just outside the line of the off stump, and Clive Lloyd trying to give himself a room and trying to smash that ball through the vacant point area, and only succeeded in getting a touch to it, and Rodney Marsh doing the rest, taking it and jumping jubilantly into the air.
And that's gone. That's a typical Collis King shot. He's got 4 runs for it. Here's Alan Border's last ball, 10 overs, and this is the last ball of his 10th over. 3 wickets, well bowled. And that's gone into the outfield, and that could be 4, it is. Never at the bouncer when he's ready. The crowd there.
Derek Murray ducking safely underneath it, plenty of time, and not a real venomous bouncer. You can see Rod Marsh takes it only knee high. Field being spread out for King. Chappell prepared to give him the single, try and stop the 4. And there are 4 men in there trying to say the single.
And there's trouble here. 3 men up there, all sorts of confusion, and eventually the batsman get in. Well, the Australians certainly made a mess of that one.
It's an ounce of luck for the West Indies here. King looking for the single, just dabbing it down at square leg. David Hookes coming in quickly, King taking off, and Murray not responding at first, but then complete confusion reigns. The ball bouncing, hitting Rod Marsh in the pads and going behind him, and King ended up safely making his ground at the bowler's end. Let's have a look from the other end. The ball just about to come in. You can see King looking at the field, the ball coming in. Hitting Marsh. In fact, ended up hitting the stumps. Ricocheting off, so it was lucky that King did hold his ground, Tony.
Dropped it. Oh, and it would have been out there too as well, I reckon. So, a double chance of 1 delivery.
Yes, things certainly happening now. Return catch, Rodney Hogg just stuck out the left hand, not carrying, not staying there, and coming in the fieldsman.
Bowling, and
It's 664 now, with Thomas Kingo's first wicket at a cost of 19 runs. Derek Murray's 21, 6 for 164.
Well, Pascoe bowling a perfectly straight delivery, King trying to murder it, and of course paying the penalty, hitting right across the line, middle stump, right out of the ground.
Yeah, that was a real haymaker, that one. Gold. Derek Murray is gone. Gold, Pascoe. The Australians are on top here. They've done well on what is a perfect batting pitch.
A great piece of bowling by Lenny Pascoe. Dead straight, and once more he hits that middle stump, and really you can't ask for more. He's bowled a good line and a good length, and if you keep it straight and the batsmen have got to force it, when they miss it, you've got a wicket, and that's what happened to Lenny Pascoe.
Extraordinary sight. And in fact, he's going to get 2 runs for it. Now it's 7 for 187. That's a run out by a long, long way. Garner made his ground well. He hurtled down that pitch at partner Andy Roberts was watching where the ball had gone, which was straight into Rodney Marsh's glove. So there's a run out there on 187, which is the Australians' Devil's number. That's there, and there's a very good chance that will be out. It's nicely judged out there by Rick Costa. And 9 has 3 wickets, and Roberts is 16 not out. Of the West Indies innings for 193. This is how it came about. Lenny Pascoe.
Change of bowling. It's Croft for Roberts.
What a beautiful shot from Bruce Laird. You like that? And that's clean bowled, beat him with the Yorker, the middle stump, flying out of the ground. And a very good delivery indeed.
Bruce Laird perhaps looking to hit that one across on the onside a little. Yes, we see him hitting across the line of the delivery, particularly as Croft bowls from out wide. He's trying to hit it through the onside, misses, loses middle stump.
And he's gone through him again. There's an appeal. Not out, says the umpire. Greg Chappell puts both hands on his hips and looks as though to say, how dare you appeal against me?
It's good evening, Adelaide, and good evening, Greg Chappell. He's got 2 very good deliveries from Colin Croft. Croft, you see, he's had a couple of Mexican jumping beans for dinner. Very excited about that, but Rocky Harris, the umpire, most unmoved. Greg Chappell is still there, yet to get off the mark.
And he does it in the most beautiful style one could expect. Bang, straight back.
Beautiful shot, 4 runs. Superb shot, typical Greg Chappell drive. The second we've seen from him, 1 straight and now 1 down the ground. He's gone this time. Caught behind Alan Border. So that's 3 for 52.
Alan Border flirting outside that off stump.
And it's hit past Roberts. Through his hands in front. And will go all the way, I think. West Indians are not quite as adept at that sliding tackle.
That's one of the best shots we've seen in this match. Wasn't all that short.
But I thought, Richie, there might be some justification for Clive to perhaps move one of those fields a bit straighter there and perhaps try and block off that one. They're getting 1 a ball at the moment.
It's a great hit. It's right up into the crowd. Many a mile up onto the hill. Beautifully timed. Super shot that from Kim Hughes.
controlled run from Hughes.
He's made 52, and there's an appeal again.
In fact, he's gone. It's clean bowling. Viv Richards, and that's a wicket that the West Indies really needed. Kim Hughes just passing his personal 50, 52 in fact, and then Viv Richards breaking through.
David Hookes getting a marvellous reception from the crowd as he came out. Very popular cricket. David probably plays natural game is the best thing for him. I just hope that he doesn't get too carried away with the crowd reaction. He's a marvellous stroke maker, but he's got time to play a few deliveries, get his eye in, pick the loose one if it's there and put it away.
And there's an appeal, and he's gone, he's missed it, and it's clean bowled. What a bad shot in by this young man, David Hookes, in this situation. Sweeping the ball off the wickets, middle stump going back.
And that's a good shot.
Joel Garner. They're going to go back for the third, and that's going to be Greg Chappell's 50. Good.
India, it's gone down, it's 4 runs. Dropping it short, and Greg Chappell swinging down that for a score for 4. The winning hit. Not this time. Yes, it is. It's gone through Clive Lloyd. It's gone down to the boundary, engulfed in a swarm of spectators. Australia have won this first Benson and Hedges World Series Cup match by 5 wickets.